Hello, Mayra. Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, teacher. And you, teacher?
I'm fine, very good. Yes. What about your weekend, your long weekend?
It was good.
It was good.
Celebrated my son's birthday on
Ah,
Saturday.
yeah. You had a party.
Yeah.
And how was it?
Sorry, teacher, what was the
How was
question?
how was the party? Did you enjoy it? Did your son enjoy the party?
Yes, it was very good and very fun and just great. Hello.
Okay, very good. Muy bien. What about you, Henny? How are you? How are your children?
And hello, teacher. I'm fine. My children, they are right now very well. Thanks.
Okay. Are they at school right now?
Only my daughter. My daughter is in the university. She's in the university right now, and my son is in vacation.
Ah, that's right. Okay. And did you relax?
Yes, yeah. Right now, I very well because in why the last week it was very difficult for me because they are different medicine. It's okay, medicine. It's
Okay.
different medicine, different times, and different foods, and pues the COVID is new for me in my house, and I I I learned that enfermedad. What do you say?
Illness.
Illness. Yes. Right now we are very well. Thanks a God. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm glad to hear you, girls, and I'm glad to check you are very well now. Okay. So today we are going to check the new topic. I don't
Yes.
know if you check it or you give a sight, si le dieron un vistazo. Yesterday.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Today we are going to check the passive voice. Entonces, voy a compartir pantalla para empezar a trabajar. Okay. Okay, the passive voice. What's that? Well, the passive voice is a tense that is used when we want to express when someone, más bien, when something was made by someone. See? That's why we have to use the passive voice to express an action that something was made by someone. When we have to mention if was made by someone and if that person is important to mention. But first, we are going to start with the vocabulary. So in this topic, it's very common to talk about art, yes, discoveries, all that kind of things, yes. So we have here kinds of art. We have drawing, jewelry, pottery, fashion, sculpture, photography, painting. And all of these things were taken from the Barker Street in a gallery on November 24, long time ago. Yes? No, como, así, October 12th to November 24, see? They don't mention the year, no mencionan el año, so, para que no nos ubiquemos. Okay, so look at these pieces of art. Yes? And we have this kind of art. So we have, what kind of art do you like? Taken from this, what kind of art do you like? Henny and Mayra?
I like fashion
Fashion, that's right.
and jewelry.
And jewelry, Do you have a favorite designer or do you have a favorite brand? Henny?
No, teacher, I don't one favorite design.
Okay, you don't have a
like,
favorite designer. That's right. What about you, Mayra? What's your favorite art? Or what kind of art do you like?
Jewelry.
Yearly, that's right. Only that kind of art?
Yeah, I like handmade jewelry.
Okay, very good. Handmade o handcrafts. Handcrafts, acuérdense que son artesanías, ¿verdad? Ok, hand de mano, craft, como si fuera mayonesa craft, algo así. Okay, which pieces of art in the preview do you like? From these pieces, which one do you like the most? Mayra? Or maybe no one, nothing, sorry?
Jewelry.
Yearly, but I can see what kind of yearly is this. It's like a necklace, like a necklace, okay? So, Mayra?
Murano. Piedra Murano.
Murano, ¿verdad? Algo así. Okay. What about you, Henny? What's your favorite piece of art taken from this exhibition?
Pottery.
Pottery, that's right. Muy bien, muchachonas. Okay, now let's use, perdón, Mayra.
Pottery es cerámica.
Ajá, así es, cerámica. Okay, let's use some of these adjectives in order to describe this kind of art. We have beautiful, exciting, fascinating, relaxing, thought-provoking, awful, boring, weird, silly, depressing, feminine, masculine, unusual, practical, and interesting. Okay, how can you describe the drawing, Henny?
The drawing is beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. What are those pieces of flowers?
Yes, I think it's flowers.
That's right, they are flowers. What about you, Mayra? What kind of adjectives would you use to describe this picture?
Beautiful. It could be beautiful.
Okay.
Maybe relaxing.
And relaxing. Okay, what about the jewelry? The piece of jewelry. How can you describe it? Or which adjective would you use, Henny?
Is feminine.
Feminine, Okay.
Only this.
Only that? Okay, Mayra, what about you?
Feminine and beautiful.
Feminine and beautiful. What about the dress, Jenny?
The dress. What is the dress, teacher?
Dress, this one.
Okay, yes. Okay, is beautiful, feminine. Yes, it's all.
Okay. Mayra.
What means weird?
Weird, strange.
Okay. Mm. Beautiful, fascinating.
Fascinating. Okay. What about the sculpture?
Weird.
Weird. That's right. What about you, Mayra? Digo, Jenny, perdón.
Unusual.
Unusual. Unusual. Excellent. Muy bien. What about the photography?
Fascinating, interesting.
Okay. Thought-provoking. Okay.
Interesting, relaxing.
Interesting, relaxing, maybe, that's right. Okay, what about the picture?
Thought-provoking.
Thought-provoking, beautiful. Okay,
Yes, beautiful, relaxing.
relaxing. And the pottery, the last one.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. Only beautiful?
Practical, maybe.
Practical? Okay. It's like a decoration, only that. Okay. Muy bien, let's continue. Now we have, look at these guys. Look at the first picture. What are they looking at?
Painting.
About the image.
The painting. Mayra?
Yes, about the image and the painting.
Very good. What about the second one? Okay, but look at their faces. Do they look fascinated about the picture, or what do you think they are thinking about the picture? Look at her face. Bored. Maybe she thinks it's boring. And what about this one? What are they looking at?
It's like if he wanted her to be, wanted to her to be.
Okay. Look at her face. What kind of face, or what do you think she's expressing? What kind of feeling?
Surprising.
Surprised. Surprised. And what about he?
He learned her the drawing.
Gonna look at this master of peace, or this piece of master.
Yes.
Okay, and the last one. Look at their faces. What do you think about their faces?
She's fascinating and she's not convinced.
She doesn't look convinced about the sculpture. Like, what about that thing? Yes, that weird thing. That's right. Okay, let's read the conversation. Theo, this is just great. I had no idea you had so much talent. Thank you. I mean it. Your work is very impressive. It's so nice of you to say that. I don't think I'm a particularly talented. I just love to paint. Believe it or not, these were taken by Paul Jones. Your boss? How do you like that? They're really quite good. I know, he doesn't look like the artistic type, does he? No, I had no idea he took photos. I guess you can always judge a book by its cover. Hey, this is an interesting piece. I kind of like it. You do? I found it a little weird, actually. But that's what it makes so fascinating. Well, to teach his own, I guess I'm just not really into abstract art. Okay? Any question about vocabulary?
Yeah, in the last one, I'm not really into abstract.
I'm not into. ¿Dónde está?
The last one.
The last one?
Not really into.
Okay, I'm not just really into abstract. Como que no me gusta mucho. ¿Sí? No es de mi gusto, de mis preferencias.
Okay.
Yes. Another one? Question?
No.
Henny?
Judge, teacher, judge.
Judge? Where is
Judge.
it? Juzgar?
Ah,
Ya sé. Ya sé cuál dices. Okay, judge. I guess you can always judge a book by its cover, ¿sí?
yes.
Dice, no siempre puedes juzgar a un libro por su cubierta. O sea, que no te vayas con la finta, ¿verdad?
Okay.
Con la primera impresión. Okay. Any other question?
No, teacher.
Please, let's read the conversation. Henny, you are Lynn, and Mayra, you are Theo.
Yes, teacher. Theo, this is just great. I had no idea you had so much talent.
Thank you.
I mean it. Your work is very impressive.
It's so nice of you to say that. I don't think I'm particularly talented. I just love to paint. Believe it or not, these were taken by Paul Jones.
Your boss? How do you like that? They're really quite good.
I know he doesn't look like the artist type that he.
No, I had no idea he took photos. I guess you can always judge a book by its cover.
Hey, this is an interesting piece. I kind of like it.
You do? I find it a little weird, actually.
But that's what makes it fascinating.
Well, to each his own. I guess I'm just not really into abstract art.
Muy bien, excellent. Now let's switch the roles. Please, come on.
Yeah. Theo, this is just great. I had no idea you had so much talent.
Thank you.
I mean it. Your work is very impressive.
It's so nice of you to say that. I don't think I'm particularly talented. I just love to paint. Believe it or not, these were taken by Paul Jones.
Your work? How do you like that? They're really quite good.
I know he doesn't look like the artist type, doesn't he?
No, I had no idea that he took photos. I guess you can't always judge about like his cover.
Hey, This is an interesting place. It's a kind of like it.
You do. I feel it a little weird, actually.
But that's what makes it so fascinating.
Well, to reach it down, I guess I'm just not really into abstract art.
Excellent. Muy bien. Any question?
No.
No? Okay, don't forget, interesting piece. Interesting piece.
Interesting piece.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead with the next activity. Activate vocabulary. Circle the 3 kinds of art Lynn and Theo discuss. Painting. Where is it painting?
Mm. Yes, in the first column, the left side.
Okay, paint over here. Okay. Okay, fashion.
No, question no.
Fashion, no?
No.
Okay. Sculpture.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, where is it?
Mm,
in the left part.
Okay, where?
Um,
this is an interesting piece.
An interesting piece, very good.
Mhm.
Photography.
No.
yes, in the second column.
Over
Yes.
here? Yes. Okay, I have no idea he took photos, okay.
Yes.
Drawing.
Um, no, drawing no.
No, okay. And yearly.
No,
No.
really no.
Mm-mm. Okay, muy bien. Let's continue. Now let me ask you. Focus on language. With a partner, discuss and find an underlying expression in the photo story to match each of these phrases. Okay? So, number 1, I didn't know. ¿Dónde estará? Sí, ¿verdad? Ya sé. I don't know.
I had no idea.
I had no idea. Perfect. Number 2, I don't really like. Number 2. Henny? Are you there, Henny? Okay. I don't really like. It is, I'm not just really into. That's right. Okay. Everyone has a different opinion. Okay. Which one or which phrase or underline expression match with number 3? Everyone has a different opinion. Okay, so we have to each his own. That's right. That will be, or that would match with number 3. Okay, number 5, I'm really surprised. I'm just really surprised. It could be believe it or not. I'm really surprised. Okay. And the last one, you can really know someone just by looking him or her. So you can't always judge a book by its cover. So that's like the underlined expression that match with number 6. Okay. So let's continue. Okay, so we have here speaking. Kenny?
Yes, teacher, I'm here. Sorry, I lost the connection.
Okay. So what about the speaking? What kinds of art do you prefer and explain why, Kenny? Example, I prefer more realistic art. I'm just not into abstract paintings. I am into fashion. I like clothes that are really modern. And we have art can be realistic or abstract. It can be traditional or modern. What about you? What kinds of art do you prefer?
I prefer the art realist.
Why?
Because I like I like to see definite thing. Because the abstract I don't like, because I don't found anything in the painting.
Okay, you don't find anything on the painting, so
Yes.
you prefer the girly.
Yes.
That's right. Which one is your favorite article from girly? Necklaces, earrings, rings. Which one?
I like earrings.
Earrings?
Yes, I like earrings.
Okay, that's right. Do you prefer small or long?
Small. I prefer small. Yes, I don't like the large.
Okay. So let's continue. Now let's go into the grammar. Okay. Vamos a ver ahora sí. Entramos de lleno. The passive voice. Most sentences are in the active voice. What is the active voice? The active voice, guys, is when we are talking. Sí, es cuando estamos hablando. That's the active voice. The subject of a sentence performs the action of the verb. In the passive voice, the receiver of the action is the subject of the sentence. ¿Qué significa eso? Que el sujeto se cambia de lugar. Ejemplo. Active voice. Architect Frank Gehry designed the Gauguin Museum in Bilbao, Spain. ¿Se fijan? Subject, verb in simple past, the object, ¿sí? Recuérdense que el objeto del verbo, ¿quién es? Es el sustantivo que está al lado de quién? Del verbo, ¿sí? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué se le dice objeto del verbo? Porque recibe directamente la acción del verbo. Y and my complement. Ahora, this is the active voice. Now, let's switch into the passive voice. ¿Y en qué tiempo estamos hablando aquí? En pasado simple. Simple past. Now, the passive voice. I have to switch the object pronoun. It becomes the subject. The Gauguin Museum in Bilbao, Spain, was designed by, el sujeto se convierte en objeto, ¿sí? Was designed by architect Frank Gehry. As I am talking in simple past, I have to use the verb to be in past, ¿sí? En voz pasiva, muchachos, tenemos que usar por fuerza el verbo to be, ¿sí? En este caso, como es pasado simple, tengo que utilizar el pasado simple del verbo to be más el verbo. El verbo deja de ser pasado simple para ser pasado participio. ¿Sí? ¿Hasta ahorita aquí alguna duda, muchachonas?
No, teacher.
¿No? ¿Mayra?
No, teacher.
¿No? Ok. And we are using the word by. Why by? Because it's important to mention who made that object. ¿Sí? Sí es importante usar el by porque es importante mencionar quién hizo eso. ¿Sí? Si fuera, por ejemplo, people, omito el by porque no es importante. ¿Sí? No mencionas a alguien en específico. En este caso estás mencionando a la persona, a quien lo diseñó. Entonces, sí es importante meter by. Ok, vamos a ver. For the passive voice with a form of be and the past participle of a verb, lo que les acabo de mencionar. These bases are made in Korea. Aquí está, fíjense. ¿Qué tiempo estamos hablando aquí? Simple past, present, or which one?
Present.
En present, así es. In present. Esto ya es el pasado voz pasiva. These bases are made in Korea. Okay, continue. This museum was built in the 1990s. ¿Sí? ¿Qué tiempo es aquí?
Pasado.
Pasado, así es. Present, simple past. The Mona Lisa has been shown at the Louvre Museum since 1997. Which tense is this?
As present. Present perfect.
Present perfect. Pay attention. We have the auxiliary has, the verb to be, and the verb in past participle. ¿Se fijan cómo en los tres tiempos utilicé el verbo to be? Presente, pasado simple y pasado participio del verbo to be. Aquí, cuando estén el verbo, perdón, cuando estén ustedes hablando en presente perfecto, pero en voz pasiva, el verbo to be debe de ser been, más su verbo en participio. Ok. Questions, girls?
No.
No?
No,
Ok.
teacher.
Ok, muy bien. It is common to use the passive voice when the performer of the action is not known or not important. Use a by phrase in a passive voice sentence when it is important to identify the performer of an action. Pottery is made by people in many parts of the world. It was omitted because it wasn't, or it is not important to mention, yes, who made it. They don't mention the person. This bowl was found by someone who knows, I don't know, in Costa Rica. Not important. That was omitted. This dress was designed by Donatella Versace. So it is important to mention. So it wasn't, or that was the reason it wasn't omitted. Okay, up to now. Any question?
No, teacher.
No? Perfecto. Seguimos entonces. Okay, we have the grammar practice. Please, Henny, would you read instructions? Understand the grammar?
Yes, teacher. Understand the grammar. Read each past voice sentences and decide if the by phrase is necessary. If it isn't necessary, cross it out.
Cross it out. Okay, very good. Don't forget passive voice. Yes, passive voice.
Passive voice.
Okay, number 1, Mayra. Pyramids.
Pyramids. The glass pyramids were added to the Louvre Museum in Paris. It's not necessary in 1989.
Excellent. Muy bien. Excellent. Number 2, Henny.
Yes, the sculpture, the thinker was created by French artist Auguste Rodin, is necessary.
Very good. Number 3, Mayra.
Anthony Gaudí designed and built one of the most famous buildings in Spain. His plans for the Casa Mila in Barcelona were completed by him in 1912. Is necessary?
Not necessary. That's right. Henny, number 4.
Yes, the melody of Ode to Joy is known by people all over the world. It was written by German composer Ludwig van Beethoven. Is necessary.
Excellent, muy bien. Don't forget composer.
Composer.
And number 5, Mayra.
China's famous terracotta enemy figures in Xi'an were discovered by. No, it's not necessary. Were discovered in 1974.
Excellent. Very good. China's, don't forget it. Well, now letter B. Please, Henny, would you read instructions?
Yes, change is sentence from the active to the passive voice. Use a by phrase.
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 Okay, number 1. Please, Mayra.
Mona Lisa was painted in the 16th century by Leonardo da Vinci.
By Leonardo DiCaprio. Or Mona Lisa, the Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci in the 16th century. Okay. Number 2, Henny.
Yes, teacher. Brazilian photographer Sebastião Salo took that photograph in 2007.
2007.
2007. That photograph was took by Brazilian photographer Sebastião Salgado in 2007.
Okay, was took or was taken?
Was taken.
Was taken. Very good. Muy bien. Mayra, number 3.
Gravity was directed by by the Mexican filmmaker Agosto in
Mm-hmm.
2015.
That's right. Very good. Kenny, number 4.
Yes. Japanese master printer Katsushika Hokusai made that print over a century ago. That print is complete print over.
Yeah, that print.
That print. That print was made.
Yes.
Was made by Japanese master printer Katsushika Hokusai over a century ago.
That's right. Muy bien. Next one, Mayra.
These beautiful handbags were made. Were created.
Yes.
By a Korean fashion designer, Sang Nam Pro.
Excellent. Very good. 6, Mayra.
Any. Weavers had produced beautiful Persian rugs for several thousand years. Persian rugs have been produced by weavers for several thousand years.
Excellent. Perfect. Muy bien. Any question up to now?
No, teacher.
No.
No,
Okay. Mayra?
No, teacher.
Ok, muy bien. Está fácil, ¿verdad? Ok. The passive voice structure. Ahora sí, pay attention. The passive voice form. Tenemos, if you pay attention, we have here all the tenses. See? And how they change into the passive voice. Form the passive voice with a form of be and the past participle of a verb. Entonces, we have the passive voice and the active voice and the passive voice. Simple present tense. Art collectors buy famous paintings all over the world. Okay, passive voice. Famous paintings are bought by art collectors all over the world. Present continuous. Active voice. The film center is showing Kurosawa's films. Passive voice. Kurosawa's films are being shown at the film center. Now, present perfect, active voice. Some world leaders have bought Yu Hong's paintings. Passive voice. Yu Hong's paintings have been bought by some world leaders. Okay. Simple past tense. Aimee Pei designed the Grand Pyramid at Louvre. The passive voice. The Grand Pyramid at Louvre was designed by Aimee Pei. Now, present continuous, the active voice. Past continuous, pardon. In 2010, the museum was selling copies of Monet's painting. The passive voice is, in 2010, copies of Monet's paintings were being sold by the museum. Future will. Ang Lee will direct a new film next year. Passive voice, a new film will be directed by Ang Lee next year. Continue. Future will be going to. Active voice. The Tate Modern is going to show Van Gogh's drawings next month. And the passive voice, Van Gogh's drawings are going to be shown at the Tate Modern next month. Okay. Questions. ¿Se fijan cómo cambian de voz activa a voz pasiva?
Sí. Yes.
Mande.
No, yes, I see.
Jenny,
Yes, teacher.
no questions?
No, I need to practice all the tense.
Ajá. ¿Se fijan cómo ya metieron todos los tiempos aquí?
Yes.
Ok. Bueno. May I continue?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? Okay, continue. So we have here the grammar practice. Well, on a separate sheet of paper, okay, rewrite each sentence in the passive voice. Use a by phrase only if it is important to know who's performing the action. Okay, number one, Jenny.
Yes, teacher. Someone actually stole the Mona Lisa in 1911. The Mona Lisa was stole in 1911. It's not important someone.
Así es. Okay. Remember, was stolen.
Stolen, yes.
That's right. Jenny, perdón, Mayra, number two.
These pieces of silver jewelry were designed by Paloma Picasso.
Excellent. Very good. Number three, Jenny.
Someone will repair the sculpture when it gets old. The sculpture will be repaired when it gets old.
Excellent. That's right. Mayra.
Ay. A ver, some of Van Gogh paintings had been paid millions
of USA dollars.
USA dollars.
Así es. That's right. People is not important to mention. Okay. Number five, Jenny.
Yes, there are showing some new painting at the Smile Gallery this week. Some new painting are being showed.
Are being
showed.
Showing?
No, showed. Participio pasado. Showed.
Are being shown.
This week.
Very good. Muy bien. Mayra, six.
Arvin, están siendo Arvin. Ya. The six.
Six, yes. Local museum is going to exhibit 10 sculptures by ancient art.
Tennis sculptures are being
Fíjate bien. Are
built
are going
will be Exhibit.
Is present, it's going, the verb going to in future. 10 sculptures are going to be
Exhibit.
exhibited.
Exhibited. Okay.
Ajá.
At the
Where?
Barcom
Museum. Ajá. Very good. Muy bien. Jenny, number 7.
Yes, Frida Kahlo was painting this piece while she was sick in bed. This piece fueron pintadas. This is, was be no.
This is plural, remember.
Where this piece was where painting
Were being.
were being yes were being painted by Frida Kahlo when she was sick in bed.
Excellent, very good, muy bien. Mayra. People with great programs through goals.
pyramid where girls throughout Central America. Yes.
Were built through Central America during the age of the Mayan civilization. Okay, muy bien. Excellent. Difficult practice, ¿eh?
Practice, teacher.
Just practice. Como que se confunde cuando meten el presente perfecto, como que ahí ya se, ok, que va siendo más larga. Es que es como un rompecabezas, ¿verdad?
Yes, the future is complex for me.
Okay, let's continue. Okay. Any other question? ¿Dudas hasta ahorita, muchachonas?
No.
No, ok. Bueno, hasta aquí vamos a llegar. Acabamos con el material. Muy bien. Let me. Bueno, vamos a ver. Vamos a practicar. I'm going to give you active voices statement, and you have to switch it into the passive voice. Yes?
Yes.
Ok. Vamos a ver. Jenny. Cristóbal Colón discovered America.
Sorry. America was discovered by Cristóbal Colón.
Excelente, muy bien. Jenny.
Mayra.
Mayra, perdón. Mayra. Mexico produces a lot of oil.
A lot of oil is produced in Mexico.
Excellent, perfect. Next one. Okay, my boss has painted a lot of beautiful pictures.
Okay, a lot of beautiful picture has been painted by my boss.
Have, don't forget have, because it's plural.
Okay, have, yes.
Mayra. Okay. Okay, I was preparing a delicious cake. I was preparing a delicious cake yesterday.
I was preparing. A delicious
I
cake.
was prepared.
Well, a delicious cake has been prepared.
Was being prepared.
Has been prepared by me yesterday.
Yesterday. Excellent.
Right.
Vamos a ver. Jenny.
Yes.
Okay. The architects will build an enormous a high building.
Enormous hall building will be built by the architect.
Excellent. Muy bien, muchachonas. Muy
Will
bien.
be-
Will be built or will be constructed. Ok. ¿Hasta ahorita alguna duda, muchachonas?
No, teacher, only the practice of
Okay.
the things.
Hoy vimos lo que fue, si se fijan, pura forma afirmativa, ¿sí? Pura forma afirmativa. Mañana vamos a ver lo que es la forma interrogativa. Entonces, pues si no hay más por el momento, nos vemos mañana, muchachonas. Que tengan un bonito inicio de semana. Cuídense mucho y nos vemos mañana.
Gracias, teacher.
Gracias,
Thank you.
muchachonas. Cuídense mucho. Ánimo, porque andan como que así media. Ok.
Thank you.
Bye bye. See you
Bye, bye.
tomorrow.